but our embassies and our diplomatic facilities are under direct attack from a terroristic regime.
What do you make of Rubio's defense of the US attack on Iran? Welcome to today's 5D Playbook News Decoder, where we tell the story behind the news. I'm Branton Kenton Dorr. What if every news story tells you something about the world, but not in the way you think? The 5D Playbook News Decoder lets you see the bars of a prison where men and women have suffered for thousands of years. The bars of the prison are not made of iron. They're made from beliefs we hold about ourselves and how we see the world. As you watch these videos, you're going to see public actors chained as we are in this prison. It's these binding beliefs which are why they do the things they do. Without the decoder, the bars are strengthened by every news story you read. With the decoder, the bars dissolve. You quickly realize that the real world presented in the news is not real at all. The prison, in fact, is a fantasy. We're not here to decide who is right and who is wrong. We are here to decode a pervasive illusion expressed in current affairs that has kept humanity in a state of anxiety and suffering for thousands of years. The 5D Playbook News Decoder enables you to see this prison, how it's built, and consequently how to escape, to choose your own reality. Back to the story.
With an update, I will obviously refer you to the Department of War. Suffice it to say that our objectives remain as they've been identified from the beginning and by the President laid out clearly yesterday. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon, and we will now not allow Iran to hide behind the immunity of a massive short-term ballistic missile inventory or the ability to make them or launch them. And so CENTCOM, in a joint operations, is carrying out a systematic destruction of their missile belt, destruction of their launchers, and destruction of their ability to make these, as well as the destruction of their navy.
Notice how Rubio claims the US attacks are the fault of Iran. If you've never heard of transference, it is the way we avoid uncomfortable feelings and beliefs we hold about ourselves by projecting these beliefs onto others. The telltale sign of transference is that it's always someone else's fault. Someone else is always to blame, never us. As you watch the clip, does Rubio's defense of the US attack place the blame for US actions firmly on Iran? This is pure transference. Iran did not launch the attack on its own battleship or missile launchers. So why does Rubio insist the attacks are their fault? Why is Rubio willing to maim, kill and destroy Iranian terrorists and American military personnel rather than face something he believes about himself? What is this belief that Rubio is so terrified of that he has to project it onto others to keep it hidden? When public actors blame others for the harm they do, transference is at work. It is the major way we have kept ourselves in an illusion of suffering for thousands of years. Now let us run the clip again, this time putting some words in Rubio's mouth as if he was able to spill the beans about what was really going on with the US attack on Iran. Here is a more enlightened Rubio. No doubt the War Department will update you with the details, but what I can tell you now is that the objective of this war is to keep hidden beliefs I, this government and the President hold about ourselves that have under all circumstances to remain hidden. These beliefs we've projected onto Iran turning them into terrorists. They are an enemy that needs to be destroyed so that I and others never have to face these beliefs we hold about ourselves. In short, we are inflicting the harm onto others we unconsciously believe we deserve ourselves. Discover more in the 5-day playbook available on Amazon, or subscribe to the next episode of The Decoder, the story behind the news.